everyone. Welcome to Color Me in Sound Black Creative Series, where we honor the bold, brilliant, and beautifully creative work of courageous Black women shaping culture in music, art, storytelling, and soul, of course. I'm your host, Dr. Angel Taylor. Each episode invites you to the vibrant worlds of Black women who are not just creating, but transforming lives through their unique gifts. Today's guest, Dr. Andrena Phillips, is a certified Master Life Strategist. Okay, did y'all get that? She is a certified Master Life Strategist, award-winning podcaster, author, and speaker who's turning personal pain into global purpose. Her creative work and coaching aren't just impactful, they are transformative. So let's talk about rising through the rubble, standing in your power, and how creativity becomes a calling when life hands you a mission. All right.
Hey, Dr. Angel.
Yes. Hello, beautiful lady.
Oh.
All right. So before we dive in, tell us about yourself and how would you describe yourself as an artist and as a person?
Well, my name is Dr. Andrena Phillips. I'm the CEO and founder of Keep Moving with Andrena, a personal professional development consulting firm that specializes in leadership, personal development, professional development, and mindset. I also own TransformU Coaching Academy, where I'm the lead coach trainer to certify coaches in the areas of life, professional, and wellness. And the one thing I can say about me that I love is that I'm unapologetic.
Okay. All right. I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that life itself sparked your passion. What was the first moment you realized your story could transform others?
Because a lot of women would always ask me, Andrena, are you a coach or are you a motivational speaker? Because you always seem to know how to empower us when we go through our struggles. Even though I was going through my own struggles, I just knew that you have to deep dive into you in order to pull you out. And so because of that, I've always believed in empowering the woman standing next to me, if that makes any sense.
I heard that. Yes. I love that. So I know that you rebuilt your business after you had a deep loss. Do you want to talk about that? And what did that process look like?
Yes, that's fine. I don't mind sharing because I feel like the assignments that we have in life is to serve other people to, overcome their opposition and their obstacles. And so what you're speaking about is me losing my husband, my late husband, Mr. Phillips, best friend, soulmate, love of my life, all that good stuff, gave me butterflies. And, that was a total blow. It was a huge blow in my life. To learn how to rebuild a business and heal and grieve at the same time is not an easy task.
Yes, ma'am.
But one thing that Mr. Phillips and I used to always talk about, if you have that in your spouse or your significant other, that friendship, we would always talk about the real hard conversations. And the one thing he used to always tell me is two things that helped me get up during that time.
Yeah.
He said, one, he says, never question the man up above, because God knows our ending. He know our beginnings and he know our ending.
Right.
And then the second thing that he told me, he said, Drina, he used to call me my love. He said, my love, he said, whether I'm here or I'm not, he said, you still have to run your race because you have a purpose and a legacy that you must build. So those was the two things that, was the catalyst that helped me get up in the midst of me grieving.
Okay.
And plus, I still have 3 adult children. I have a great granddaughter.
Aww.
And I have to leave that legacy for them. So I had to make a decision. And how that looked up is day by day, brick by brick.
I heard that. So what was his name? Because he is sure wise.
Yes, Mr. Phillips, his name was Danny Phillips.
Mr. Danny, oh my goodness. And he sounds like someone that's just wise beyond his years.
He was.
Wow.
He was. He left a lot of wisdom. I can say one thing that he did do. He was a 21-year Army Army vet.
Yeah.
One thing I can say that he did do that he left with me was wisdoms to be able to push through in life and in business. So I
Wow.
understood my assignment. I understood our marriage, because you all know that marriage is an assignment too.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Phillips, for dropping those nuggets early on. Oh my
Yes.
goodness, I love that. So you and I share something. We are both nurses. I know
Yes.
you're retired right now, but how did your background in healthcare influence your work today?
Because, in the healthcare field, I'm a retired 21-year LPN nurse. So I was your mid-surge nurse. I saw you before, I saw you after. And so, as nurses, we're their coaches. We are the one that empower them. We're the one that motivate them. We're the
Yes.
one that tell them that you got to get up no matter what life is serving you. This is your journey. So all of that played a major role in me launching my business. Anything in my business, anything that I do, I recognize my purpose has always been to empower, motivate, and transform people to their next level of living. So being in the healthcare field, that just was an added bonus. It comes natural to me. Like, I'm quite sure it comes natural to you too.
Yeah.
It comes natural to us.
But you were in the tough part because med surge is not for the weak.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I also bring humor. So,
All right. Wow. Okay. So real, raw, and results driven.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about that.
I am that person that holds you accountable to your greatness, right? And a lot of times people don't show up in life because nobody is challenging them to show up in their greatness.
Okay.
And I am that very one that is going to give you that 1, 2, 3. I am going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to stand with you. I am a builder. So a builder is not going to allow you to sit on the sideline and just sit and watch your purpose and dreams go by you. So an only way that people can change and get to their next level in life is they got to be held accountable. They got to see their greatness. And that is my job. That is my purpose, to help you see your greatness.
Wow. And listen, everybody is going to need a Dr. Andrena. Okay. Did y'all hear that? I'm telling you what.
You're so funny.
Man. So what role does your voice and storytelling play in healing?
Transparency.
Oh, okay.
Transparency. Mm-hmm. Okay. Transparency. A lot of people ask me about my story about losing my husband. And the one thing that I do encourage them, they like, Andrena, how did you get up? I had no choice.
You're right.
I lost Mr. Phillips, but I wasn't going in the grave with him. I still have my race to run. And so I feel like in order to be, to inspire other people, to get other people to understand their greatness, I have to be transparent. Be authentic about who I am. I don't have to hide or sugarcoat anything. This is my journey. This is my life. This is my voice.
Right.
I choose to share, to empower others to get up and run their race too.
Because you're a whole woman, right?
Yes, I'm a whole woman.
You're a whole woman. And that leads me into my knowings about the whole woman experience that's happening in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
So tell us about that and how that doing this connects to your mission.
The Whole Woman Experience is September 20th. I cannot wait. It's a transformational conference. It is all about empowering the woman that's standing next to you. Ooh. You see us in our success, but you don't know the story behind the smile. And so in the Whole Woman Experience, she's not a perfect woman. She's a woman that's doing the work, did the work, and she is embracing life unapologetic. Okay. And in the conference, it is to encourage another woman, run your race and run it wild and loud. Wow. Run your race. Life serves us lemons, right? And sometimes we have to look to the next woman to see what her test was so that we can use it to get past our test. Okay. So that's what the conference is pretty much about. Okay. So you said it's in September. Yes, September 20th. September 20th, and it's going to be in Charlotte. Yes. Okay. And what time is that? It's from 11 to 3 p.m. and it's a 3-part conference. Okay. I have a docuseries. Some of the keynote speakers that you will see, including myself, We did a docu-series. I wanted to showcase the women's story behind the scenes, give you a snippet of the woman that you're going to see speaking. And then you
Okay.
also are going to meet my TransformU certified coaches that will be graduating. They're women that wanted to come in the field of coaching to empower other women and transform
Wow.
their lives and life and business. And then we also get to reveal our Unveiling Legend book, where we told our story as well.
Okay. Wow, this sounds like it's gonna be amazing.
And then we have a great DJ.
Hey, we know that, right? Soulful Sounds will be in the building.
Yes.
But tell everyone just at least this part. How can they get tickets to this experience?
You can go to KeepMovin, MOVIN, with Andrena.com / it is the whole woman. Or you can look up under the tab that says shop, and then you will see the link there, and you can click on it and it'll take you right to the page for you to purchase your ticket.
Okay. And how much is a ticket?
Right now we're running a special 2 for 1. It's $137.
Special.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the mission is greater than the money.
All right.
I want to see the women in there to really get their transformation.
Okay.
A single solo person is $77, and we are looking for local vendors in the skincare, health, anything that they want to bring that can empower a woman. We're looking for those type of vendors as well.
All right. Nice. Okay. Y'all heard that, the woman experience. So you guys need to be there for that. Because Soulful Sounds is going to be in the building.
Absolutely. We love Soulful Sounds.
All right. So you have strong rituals like prayer, journaling, and music. How does those ground your creativity?
How do they ground my creativity? Because you got to be in that quiet place in order for you to hear to make the next move. So my day look like prayer, meditation, exercise, and then I can turn on.
Okay.
So in the midst of that, you have to be able to take care of you before you take care of the world.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said prayer, journaling, and music.
Prayer, meditation, and exercise.
And so exercise.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to talk about, because with your exercising, I know you lost a lot of weight, right?
Yes.
So what happened with that?
I lost 145 pounds. And what happened with that? It's a mental thing for me.
Okay.
We're meant to move. You know that as well as I know that we are meant to move the body. And when you move the body, the metaphor is move the body, you will change things around you. When you move, everything else around you will move too.
Okay.
And so I use exercise to, tap into my mental and to just sharpen my tool. And it's a form of self-care.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So how do you balance being vulnerable while also leading through their pain?
You have to know when to be vulnerable and who to be vulnerable with.
Okay.
You got to find the balance. You have to know when to show your vulnerability and when to show up as a leader. Most of the time, I'm a leader when I'm in my business. 100% a leader in my business.
Right.
But I know how to turn it off at the end of the day. I know how to separate business and life.
Okay.
And so I have that balance.
Nice. So you have written books.
Yes.
Right? And I don't think I have known a lot about you as an author. So let's talk about that. Like, tell me about some books that you've written and what are the themes about those books?
So I wrote 5 books, and I've been in 3 anthology, and I recently done 2 anthologies of my own.
Okay.
I stand for always empowerment, motivation, and transformation. I always stand for those things. So all of my books contain that method. So the latest book that I have wrote was Thrive 365. It's a personal development book that you get to use as a meditation book in order for you to start your day and to journal a little bit. I also did the Unveiling Legend, which is the docu-series with the keynote ladies. We talk about empowerment. We talk about the obstacles that we had in life and how we overcame them. And then I did my book with about my late husband, which was Walking Again, a
Mm-hmm.
journey of love, loss, and healing. And I tell you my journey of how we met. We met at Walmart at a
Okay.
line, at the hair grease line. I was buying some gel, and I told him, I
Okay.
said, and I gave him a pimp line. I said, I don't know if you dating or who you with, but she's a lucky woman. And that was the kicker.
Wow. Okay.
So we had a 23-year relationship. And so I tell you about that a little bit. I tell you about his journey of sickness just a little bit. And
Yeah.
then I tell you how the lessons that I learned along the way of being his caregiver and being his wife, and now how I have to get up every single day and I have to continue my journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. What advice would you give to women that are trying to find their voice beyond trauma?
Day by day.
Mhm.
And to show
Okay.
up, to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, to show up no matter how it looks. Show up no matter who's clapping. Show up. You still have
Right.
something to offer. You still are valuable. You are still being seen. But if you
Yeah.
don't show up, nobody will know. So show up, whether it's one clapping or a million clapping. Show up.
Wow. So you talked earlier about your grandkids and leaving a legacy for them. What type of legacy do you want to leave for them?
A blueprint for them to be successful in
Okay.
life and in business. And I also want my kids to be able to sit back and say, that was our mother.
Okay.
That was
Right.
our mother. I say that all the time to them. And they say, we say that now, Mom. We celebrate you now. We see you out there shaking and moving. And we like, wow.
Right.
I want them to be able to be successful. And I want to set that tone for them. And I always wanted them to say, you know what? That was our mother.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Wow. I think right. Well, like they said, I'm sure they're saying that
Yeah.
already. So when you feel like you're creatively blocked or uninspired, what do you do to get over that?
Back away.
Okay.
Back away. You know, when you're in business or you are walking in your purpose, you have to understand there comes a time where you need to rest. There comes a season where you're not supposed to do anything.
Yeah.
So when you have that creative block, the best thing for you to do is to back off, to deep breathe. We still
Okay.
got to live a life, even walking in purpose or launching business. You still got to enjoy life. And plus, I love
Yeah.
to dance. I love to dance. So that's another thing.
Oh, I know. I saw some of your videos of you dancing.
I love to dance. I feel like at my age, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty dope at it.
Okay. All right. So you dance at least once a day, right?
I try to do something, a two-step or something here and there.
All right. Oh my goodness. So what message would you have for somebody that feels empty inside?
My favorite line, my favorite tagline that most people know me by: your purpose is greater than your struggle. Your struggle is your stepping stone to get you into your greatness. And
Okay.
that simply means it doesn't matter what life is serving you. There is something that is greater in everything that you do, and no
Yeah.
oil is wasted.
Wow. Nice. All right. Well, guess what? We are at the end.
Okay.
Wasn't that was so good?
That was deep. That was fun.
Yeah, so I learned a little bit about you. So that was nice because I didn't even realize you had 3 kids.
Yeah, I have 3 adult kids and I have 1 teenager granddaughter. She's 14.
Wow, so nice. And what's her name?
Juliana.
Okay. Hi, Juliana.
And then my kids, their name is all A's too. So
Oh,
Anika, Akita, Akeem, and then there's Andrena.
wow. So I'm so surprised that they didn't name the granddaughter with a A too.
No, they was like, no, Ma, you did that.
All right. So I want you to tell everyone where they can catch you. How can they find you? Where can they catch you? Where can they see you dancing?
Oh, you're so funny. Now you only gonna see me dancing on my personal page because I do gotta stay professional, you know. So
They
my
gonna say,
personal
because we don't want everyone. They gonna say, "What is this lady doing?"
right. So on my personal page, you see all aspects of Andrena, the
Okay.
businesswoman, her life, and everything. That's on my personal Facebook page. On my
Okay.
business pages, LinkedIn and Facebook, you can find me, Dr. Andrena Phillips. That is those two places that you can find me at. And my website is andrenaphillips.com or keep moving, MOVIN with Andrena.com. And you can find my podcast, Thrive with Andrena, on iHeart.
All right. Well, thank you so
Thank you, Dr.
much
Andrew. I
for
appreciate
being
you so much.
here.
I
This was
appreciate
fun.
you. It
This
was
was fun.
really fun.
Yes.
You're the best wing woman to have.
Yay. All right. Well, I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Color Me in Sound. Dr. Andrena Phillips reminded us today that healing is not the end. It's the beginning of leadership, of creativity, and purpose. If you were moved by this episode, share it with someone who needs to be reminded that their story has power. Follow us for more stories of Black women creatives who are shifting the culture through their truth, vision, and legacy. And as always, keep creating, keep healing, and keep coloring the world in your sound.